Welcome to day 2369 of What You Up to Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we're talking about abundance, scarcity, and financial growth in the Let's Grow annual challenge. We're talking about an abundance mindset and a scarcity mindset, and how you go from one to the other if you so choose. And we're doing a little check on ourselves to say, okay, do I have more of an abundance or a scarcity mindset? And I'm actually taking a little post-it note today. I haven't created it yet, but I'm going to put A on one side, a line down the middle, and S on the other. And as I notice my thoughts during the day, or my behaviors or my actions, because sometimes our thoughts and beliefs cause us to act in ways automatically that we aren't being consciously aware of. I'm going to put a little hatch mark and then see at the end of the day which has more little hatch marks: abundance thinking, abundance mentality, and not just with respect to finances, but specifically with respect to finances today, and what has scarcity thoughts. And then I'm going to tally that up. And I shared in that, how do we go from a scarcity to an abundance mentality? How do we create more abundance in our life? I do a lot of things. One of the things I love to do is listen to meditations and hypnosis and affirmations in an app that I have from my friend Victoria Gallagher. Has a wonderful app called Believe, and you can get an annual membership or a monthly membership. It's pretty cheap, and you can listen as much as you like. I think I'm definitely a strong user of that app. I use it every day. It's kind of one of my secret weapons and tools that I've used for 150 some days in a row now. The new app, and she had an old app called Hip Talk, and it was okay, but it wasn't as good as this one, and this one continues to improve and be better. So, shameless plug for my friend Victoria Gallagher and her Hip Talk app. Not her Hip Talk app, for her Believe app. Believe, it's a great app. The graphics are wonderful. The messages are great. I like to tell her she's my voice in my head nowadays, instead of other people whose voices have taken up rent in my head during different times of my life. So, Let's Grow Annual Challenge. We're talking about that. And we're swinging into tomorrow, and I forgot to talk about this, applying our growing framework. At the end of each month, we apply our own framework that we created in January as part of the challenge, and we're going to start it tomorrow with respect to financial growth. We're going to pick an area of financial growth that we want to check in with at the end of the year and make sure that we've achieved our goals in that, which is, of course, step one of the growing process, is to create a goal for that financial growth area. And we're just going to pick one, because we could pick a whole bunch, but guess what happens if you pick a whole bunch? Chances are you're not going to take action on them. But if we pick one specific thing, one goal with respect to financial growth that we want to improve, we will have our result by the end of the year. For Supersize Your Business, I find myself pretty fascinated with the whole topic of influencer marketing and how that's measured and done online. So we talked about that today, and adapting to changes in that strategy. Because there are a lot of changes, like every other strategy in every business and every industry in the world. Changes are happening all the time. It's why I get so miffed at the term climate change, because it says nothing, because climate has changed all the time, will continue to change all the time, and will be ever changing. It's why it's a hollow, empty term, in my humble opinion. So things are changing all the time. So in influencer marketing, it's no different. So I shared some stories about what we used to look at when we were thinking about working with influencers, and some of the things that we look at now, and some of the things I think that we'll look at in the future as different metrics and technologies become available to all of us and all of our businesses. Technology starts out, it's super duper expensive when a new thing first comes out, and then it gets less expensive and less expensive as more people are using it and adopting that technology. Think of anything. I always think of electronics, because electronics and new phones, new cell phones, right? Or new televisions. I was in Costco the other week, and I mean, the TVs are as big as my office used to be. My office was wider, of course, but as big as my office used to be for, under $2,000. To me, that's mind-boggling. Technology changes so fast, and the prices come down so fast. I think that's why I'm not an early adopter. If you're an early adopter, you pay a lot more than if you wait like a year and then all of a sudden the prices start to drop down, especially in technology. All right, That's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.